Hi, my name is Manny Armendarez. I'm the co-chair of the Special Education Department at Vista del Lago High School, Moreno Valley. I want to talk a little bit about Mark Crowley's book, Lead from the Heart. All right, I want to say a few words about why it might be hard to implement at our site, although it's better than it has been in the past. Some of the teachers are kind of set in their ways, and this might be a little bit too warm and fluffy for them. It's been a fear-based management style there for a while. It's changing now, but a lot of the teachers are afraid if they can't implement what they want and they have extra issues they have to deal with, it might make it more difficult for them. So they really don't want to learn anything new, and they're worried that if they're on probation, they'll just replace them. They're not really really sure that, well, it's getting better, but they're not really sure that the administrators are going to actually try to work with them and try to keep them on instead of just saying, let's just try to find somebody else. I want to talk about the 4 points in Crowley's book that I found really interesting, and I think that management and whatever business should actually look at these really seriously, because when I worked at Albertsons, I found that Joe Albertson seemed like he led from the heart, because if you were a department manager, it was your department. He had a song, it's Joe Albertson's Supermarket, but like in my case, the liquor department was mine, the dairy department was mine, the receiving department was mine. A lot of departments were mine at one time, and I really think I worked harder because I believe that. Same at our site. I'm a department chair at our site right now for special ed, and I do feel like that's my department. So I think that does hold true. Because paychecks aren't like the number one anymore. They're like 5th down on the list. And feeling good about where you work is higher up. One of the first points he talked about was hire for heart. So when you're hiring someone, don't just look at their win percentage or their numbers. It's also important to look at their emotional intelligence. The next one is have a heart-to-heart. Have a heart-to-heart with somebody after they're in the position, because a lot of people can talk their way into positions, but then when they actually get there, they can't perform. They know the numbers, they know the stats, they've seen it in action, they know what's supposed to happen, they just can't do it themselves, so that creates problems. The next one is empower the heart. So don't micromanage, give the person room to make mistakes, because sometimes you learn from your mistakes more than anything. And then inspire from the heart. Give people recognition when they've done well. Not just work a hard day like a donkey and then get kicked in the rear. It's more of thanks for what you're doing. I appreciate what you're doing. I've seen what this has changed this person, and stuff like that. Make them feel good about themselves. So my TPC is going to be on helping elective teachers with the special education population, RSP, SDC, and also the EL students, and also the at-risk students, like the foster and group home kids, because we have a great number of them in Moreno Valley, foster and group home kids. So how I'm going to do this, I'm going to use heart-to-heart, have students that have been touched by some of the A through G teachers and that have worked with them well, and give a testimony and some examples and gratitude, a thank you to the teachers that have done something great for them in their life. And then the intent to grow. Have teachers believe that this is important and want to learn some strategies and different modalities that will work with our students, and not think that they're just giving up because they don't know what's going on.